walk-around inspection. So you'll get your pointer out. Either use the paper or just watch me, either one. So first thing you do, you're actually going to do it too. You would actually get the keys out of the truck and you put them in your pocket. Okay? Remember how I said that paper I had you right? So first thing you go, you got the keys in my pocket. All right, first thing you're going to do is check it underneath my truck for any belts, hoses, or wires, puddles, or leaks. My truck is not leaked left or right. My headlights are securely mounted. They have no cracks, holes, or condensation. They are clean and clear in color. My turn signals, turn markers, and clearance lights are all securely mounted. They have no cracks, holes, or condensation. They are clean and amber in color. Now you would open your hood. You do like I would do it after you do that. You would say they are clean, clear, and amber in color. Then you just say, I would do my left side like I did my right side. That's the end of my inspection. That's the end of the inspection.
All the same. So the light bulbs themselves and the clearance are amber color?
Okay, all lights are amber in color, except for like your.
So it's not talking about the lenses, it's the actual bulb.
It's actual bulb. Everything's amber. The only places that are red are on the back of the tractor and the back of the trailer. All lights are on the back of the vehicles are always red. Everything else is amber. All right. First thing you would do, you go over here. I mean, you probably remember, you had to talk about all sorts of shit.
All of it, yeah.
Watch this. A coolant reservoir is securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. It has a good cap and seal, and this is where I would add and fill between the minimum and maximum. The coolant hose is securely mounted with nuts, bolts, and clamps present and tight. It has no cuts, abrasions, bulges, leaks, or dry rot. Goodbye, I'm done on this side.
What the hell?
Yep.
That's nuts.
Yep. No alternator, no water pump, no nothing.
None of it.
All right. And let's go. My dipstick and fuel tube are securely mounted, nuts and bolts present and tight. They are not cracked, broken, or leaking. This is where I would check to make sure my oil is at the full mark. My fuel tube has a good cap and seal, and this is where I would add oil as needed. Now come on over here, guys, so everybody can kind of see. Okay, see this red tube kind of coming out right here? You want to lay your pointer right there, because right there, that's your air compressor. So you'd go, my gear-driven air compressor. It's right on top of that tube, right here. See it?
Yeah, gear, not belt.
Nope. Everything's gear-driven. Except the other side's belt-driven stuff, but over here. Okay, my gear-driven air compressor is securely mounted, nuts, bolts present and tight. It's not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. Okay, we don't say it's air leaking. They call it, when it's got an air leak, we call it an audible leak because you can hear it. So it's not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. Just right next to it, you'll see this shiny piece. That is my compressor line. It's securely mounted with nuts, bolts, and clamps present and tight. Now what I'm about to do is really stupid because as you see, this is a metal line, right? So you would think, oh, it's not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. No, no, no. Now they're wonderful DMV and their great wisdom. They know everything, but we don't, because they're just DMV. They're just fucking bow down to the God. Okay, a lot of trucks have rubber lines, or they'll have these metal braided lines, but they're actually rubber, but they're braided. Well, you would say they have no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry rot. Well, we told them, well, this is metal. We don't. No, they want to hear the same condition as if it was rubber. Okay, well, we have to pacify DMV, so it has no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry rot. Good old DMV. All right, now look right here. Easy to find this, because you'll see the only thing that's shiny under there, it's not painted. That is actually your power steering pump. We had to replace this last year. See this right there? So you would say my gear-driven power steering pump and reservoir are securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They are not cracked, broken, or leaking. The reservoir has a good cap and seal. This is where I would check and fill as needed. I have 3 power steering hoses, securely mounted with nuts, bolts, and clamps present and tight. They have no cuts, abrasions, bulges, leaks, or dry rot. We come back and we're going to start on our steering system. So this is my steering column. It is securely mounted with 1, 2 universal joints. You can see them right there. All the nuts and bolts are present and tight. They are not cracked or broken, and they are properly lubed. You would grab a hold of it and you go, I have no more. You only have to turn it just a little bit. I have no more than 10 degrees or a 1/4 inch of play. Why D&V can't take one number is beyond me.
Really? Gotta do it both, huh?
Yep.
10 degrees or...
Just follow it down. Next thing, this is your gearbox. You can call it power steering gearbox or just gearbox, they'll take it. Securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. Now you're going to follow it down. Now you got 4 parts that all work together with your steering. I'm going to get over here so everybody can kind of gather around so everybody can see it. He's already seen it. Come on over here. You already know what I'm going to talk about? Okay, this long piece right here is called a pitman arm. It's the same as just like on your cars. It's a pitman arm. This long one is a drag link. So pitman arm, drag link. If you look right here, this little armature, it's kind of got a little curlicue. That is your upper and lower steering arms. And then this big long one down here, that's your tie rod. That's what connects this side to the other side. So it's my pitman arm, drag link, upper and lower control arms. You see the big round one over here? That's your tie rod. So pitman arm, drag link, upper and lower control arms, and tie rod are security mounted. Point over here with 4 hassle nuts and cotter pins present and tight. None of these parts are cracked, broken, or repair welded. Okay, just point right here because you're not going to point at them all. Just right in between your 2 parts, just like on your car. I have 4 ball joints. Just tell them I have 3 on this side, 1 on the other. They are securely mounted. They are not cracked, broke, or dry rotted, and they are properly lubed. All right, so that's the end of our steering shit. So now you're going to start on our suspension. So you got 1 here. If you look back there, these are your front and rear leaf spring hangers. That's what holds your leaf springs up on each end. So front and rear leaf spring hangers. You can see how they're mounted, securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They're steel, so they're not cracked, broken, or repair welded. You'll learn as we start doing this which parts has what sayings. Then you're going to go, my leaf springs. Okay, kind of get close, everybody, so you can see this. You're gonna go, my leaf spring is mounted to the axle with 2 U-bolts and 4 nuts there underneath, present and tight. Go the U-bolts and leaf springs. They're not cracked, broke, loose, missing, or repair welded. 5 things. All right, now we're gonna do the rest of our suspension. So I would go, you can either do your shock or your airbag, either way. I think I got it shock, so I'd go, my shock is securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They are not cracked or broken. There's no oil leaking from the middle that would indicate a bad or blown shock. My airbags are securely mounted. You see them right there with nuts and bolts present and tight. They have no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry rot. Okay. Come here. I want you to see it. This is the only time in this whole thing you're going to talk about brakes. This is how you talk about brakes to this whole thing. Watch. My brake hose is securely mounted to my brake chamber. Brake hose has no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, and dry rot. That's the airbag settling, guys.
That's it?
And then you're going to go, and there's no oil or contaminants in my brakes or drums. You'll never mention the brakes again.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
Wow.
You used to have to talk about all that shit before.
All of it, yeah.
That's it. Then you go, just call your steering tire. Okay? My steering tire is evenly worn. Okay, must have at least 4/32 of tread. Okay, I would check this with a tire depth gauge. These cannot be recapped. Now these are called steering tires. The tires behind the back of the truck are called drive tires. That's what drives your truck forward. And then of course you got trailer tires. So you would go, my drive and trailer tires must have at least 2/32 of tread. Those can be recapped. And you're gonna go, all my tires have no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry runs. Okay, this is DMV, the way they hear it like this. I know most people would say, my tires are mounted to my rims. No, they like to hear beaded. That's kind of a trucking term. So you'd say, my tires are securely beaded to the rim. They want to know about the rim. The rim is not cracked, broken, or repair welded. I know you can't see them. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. When we're first doing this, I always do this because these lug nut covers cover them up. Until everybody kind of learns the terminology so you can see everything. So you would know my rim is securely mounted with all the lug nuts present and tight. Okay? This is a funny one. All right. You're going to say, I have no elongated bolt holes. If I had a loose lug, I would know by a rust trail on a steel rim. Steel rims are on the trailer, and aluminum rims would have black residue. These are aluminum rims. And the elongated bolt hole is, if you take this off, you know you got holes for when you put a tire on that goes over the studs. Those are your bolt holes. Well, if one of those nuts get loose as you're driving along, what happens is it allows that lug stud to kind of move around, and when it does, it egg shapes out that hole. They call it elongated bolt holes. That's what they're talking about. So when you say my rim is securely mounted with lug nuts all present and tight, when you say I have no elongated bolt holes, you're saying my rims are all good. Then you would say if you had a loose lug, the way you could tell is you would have rust tail on a steel rim. You would have black residue, big stream on aluminum rims. These are aluminum rims. Okay, then you would go, my lug studs, that's the thing the lug nuts go on. You just go, they're not cracked, broke, or missing. Then you go, my valve stem is securely mounted. It is straight, has a good desk cap. It's not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. This is where I would check and fill with an air tire pressure gauge as needed. Clear? Now you go close your hood and lock it down. And close this hood. Go on over here. You're going to do it 2 or 3 times. And finally, you'll catch on. You say, oh, I ain't going to do that no more. You're just going to walk over and try to yank it. Come over here, look. See this little red piece right here? Just grab a hold of it and pull it up so it locks up. When it's down, your hood's locked. Pull it up, now you can close the hood. If you don't, you already knows. You're going to do it 2 or 3 times. You're just going to walk up and go, ooh. It won't close. Don't let it slam way down. Just kind of go easy. They kind of like it. Want to lock that. I'll just leave it unlocked. We're going to be getting in and out. Come on over here. You don't need lock. Come over here to your side box. All right. So, inside there, you'll see in this box I have 3 red DOT red reflective triangles. I have a red ABC rated and dated, fully charged, pin in place fire extinguisher securely mounted to the floor. Here I have a bag of Coke, a bag of glad hand grommets, spare fuses, and circuit breakers. Okay. Now it seems like a lot. You're like, oh, damn. But as you get doing it, you'll start flying through it. Okay, this is my battery box, and batteries are securely mounted. Nuts and bolts present and tight. The batteries are free and clear of corrosion. The battery clamps and cables are securely mounted. The battery clamps and cables are clean and free of corrosion. The cables are not cut, bared, frayed, or spliced. This is that thing I added. The battery box door is securely latched.
We don't actually have to open it when we do that?
Not at all. This is my DEF tank. All right. Those of you that don't know what DEF is, DEF, it's a fluid that goes through your emission system to help burn up your emissions, to help keep the emissions down. It gets squirted into your exhaust while it's doing it. It helps keep the shit from going in the air. It burns it real hot so it keeps it from going out in the atmosphere.
Real hot.
Real hot. And it smells like horse piss, and it's nasty shit. Okay.
All over the place.
DEF stands for diesel exhaust fluid. Everybody just calls it DEF. So you'd say my DEF tank, even though you can't see me, you'd say security mounted, nuts and bolts present and tight. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. It has a good cap and seal, and this is where I would check and fill as needed. I noticed on the end cap, I do have at least a half a tank of DEF. It'll make sense to you when we start doing the end cap. And back here, my fuel tank, securely mounted. Nuts and bolts present and tight. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. It has a good cap and seal. This is where I would add fuel as needed. First person that calls a gas gets to run around this yard. Okay, if you lean back here, you can see it. Got your fuel lines. Same way back there.
Yeah.
You say my fuel lines are securely mounted. They have no cuts, abrasions, bulges, leaks, or dry rot. All right. It's going to be crazy to you because remember how you used to have to do your trailer about the frame and you used to have it separate. Watch this. We're going to go. My tractor and trailer, frames and cross members are securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They're not cracked, broken, repair welded, and have no illegal holes. All done.
Wow.
Mini version.
Yeah, they can see the legal hole.
Yeah, they did. All right. So now you're going to go. My red emergency airline, my blue service airline are securely mounted from the airline. This is where they've gotten a little different. They got more intricate about all this bullshit. Are securely mounted from the airline fittings on the back of my tractor to the glad hands on the front of my trailer. They hang freely. They have no cuts, abrasions, bulges, audible leaks, or dry rot. The glad hand grommets are securely mounted. They are not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. My airline fittings are securely mounted. They are not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. My glad hands are securely mounted. They are not cracked, broken, or audible leaking. Remember inside you got those glad hand grommets. You see my glad hand grommets are not cracked, broken, audible leaking, and not dry rotted because they're rubber. There you go, my electrical pigtail, securely mounted from the back of the tractor to the front of the trailer with two locking caps. That's what these are. With two locking caps that are not cracked or broken. My electric pigtail is not cut, bared, frayed, or spliced. Electrical pigtail. All right, now we're going to do our fifth wheel. Oh, there she go. Point up here. My sliding fifth wheel and my sliding fifth wheel platform are securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They're not cracked, broken, or repair welded. Just point right back at it again. Remember, you're just talking about the same thing, but now they're calling it another name. My fifth wheel skid plate is securely mounted. Nuts and bolts present and tight. It's not cracked, broken, or repair welded, and is properly lubed. Now you would go, there's no gap, or you can say daylight, between my skid plate and the apron of my trailer. Then you go, the apron of my trailer is securely welded to the bottom of the trailer. No cracked or broken welds. There's no washboarding, and it is properly lubed. My release handle is securely locked in the safe travel position. That tells me my jaws are locked around the shank of my kingpin. There's no slack or wear. The jaws and kingpin are not cracked, broke, repair welded, and are properly lubed. You're just going to point up here. You can't even see it because there's so much fucking insulation. I keep beer from freezing. You say there's no cracks or holes on the floor of my trailer.
No cracks or holes.
No crack holes. And you're going to point back here to your landing gear. So, my landing gear is securely mounted with nuts and bolts present and tight. They're not cracked, broken, or repair welded. They are up in the travel position. The pads, that means the bottoms, where you drop the trailer, so the pads are free and clear of debris. All right, my nut handle, I should say, my crank handle is securely mounted. Nuts and bolts present and tight. It is stowed in a safe travel position. I have enough distance from the back of my tractor to my landing gear to make safe turns. Okay, the lights in the back of your tractor. My turn, remember TBTs, turn, brake, and tail. So you got my turn, brake, and tail lights are securely mounted. They have no cracks, holes, or condensation. They are clean and red in color. Come up here. Remember, anything up high is called a clearance light. So you go my clearance light, securely mounted. Cracks, holes, or condensation. They're clean and amber in color in the front and red in the rear. So now we walk along. I actually have a cheat sheet. It's got each one. It says right on here what this is. I have 50% of DOT C2 tape along the side of my trailer. It's not ripped, torn, or missing.
Other side the same.
All right. So I had one student call it. He goes, "My abs are securely mounted."
Nice.
That's what he said. I said, "All right. My ABS light is securely mounted. It has no cracks, holes, or condensation, and it's clean and amber in color." Now you can do all these other lights all together. So this is what I mean. You would go, my side marker, my clearance lights, my turn, brake, and tail lights are all securely mounted. They have no cracks, holes, or condensation. They are clean and red in color. I do have 90% of DOT C2 tape in the back of my trailer. It's not ripped, torn, or missing. I would do my right side as I've done my left. That is the end of my walk-around inspection.
Good job.
Well, it is